Welcome back to Improvision Entertainment. My name is Huntermun, and this is Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Hi YouTube, how you doing? I've had a bunch of fun technical shenanigans both today and both in my brain and stuff like that because I insomnia slept through it and yada yada. It was terrible. This stream is actually starting about a half an hour after the stream would normally end. Wait, hold on. That means that we have been technical supporting for an hour and a half. So I started stream 3 hours late. We've been technical supporting. You know, if you watch the big chronological list on YouTube, it will include the shenanigans I just had to go through, at least a portion of it. But not all of it, not all of it. For you watching on YouTube, here's what I'm going to do. Right now, right here, if I remember to do it later, I'm going to snip in my description of all the story stuff about leading from Metal Gear Solid into Metal Gear Solid 2, because I really don't want to repeat it, and I gotta replay the opening cutscenes and everything again with the audio. So, on YouTube, right here, when last we left out, wait, where am I looking? I can't look forward now when I'm playing the game like it was all the other times. Okay, so, when last we left off, Solid Snake had just defeated his clone twin brother, Liquid Snake, in the Alaskan archipelago at a base up there, and he was trying to use a American-funded military operation that was designing a brand new Metal Gear like we had seen in Metal Gear 1 and 2. Pardon me, I have a headache, so I'm probably gonna flub portions of this, but we found out a couple of things. Snake has been retired for 5 years when the game happens. He retires after the events of Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake that happens in Zanzibar land. He retires. He's been retired for 5 years. Colonel Campbell, who was his commanding officer, is in charge of Foxhound. Gets to, I believe, see his replacement Liquid Snake, as Foxhound is totally revamped and overhauled. But Colonel Campbell retires the very next year in 2000. In 2004... No, 2005. 2005 is when Metal Gear Solid happens, which is the Twin Snakes in our case. And Campbell, who is a retired colonel, calls in Snake, who is a just totally retired soldier, as the legendary Snake, to come in and deal with the situation. Finds out that his brother is there. Doesn't even know he's his brother to begin with. How does this work? We got the Les Enfants Terribles project that we, cloned people of the big boss, and we made octuplets, and then we killed off 6 of them, and the other 2 grew better, and yada yada yada. And in the grand scheme of things, it is, I believe, the only game in the series, not including Metal Gear Solid 5, which has the credits roll multiple times. Metal Gear Solid 1 actually has 2 different endings, but one of the things that, well, we'll get to it. It has 2 different endings. And we got the ending in which Meryl is with Snake at the end of the game, and they have a big shootout and a fight out and this, that, and the other. And Otacon is left to die inside the base, to be the big hero, to try and make sure that all the doors are unlocked so that they can get out of the base. But the nukes never actually hit because Campbell got back control. The guy in charge, man, there were just so many twists and turns at the end of Twin Snakes. The guy in charge gets brought up on charges, and the nukes never land, and so you could presume that Otacon lives through that, because the base doesn't get bobbed. We killed off most of the bad guys, one of which we didn't even realize was a bad guy when we killed them, which was Decoy Octopus, who was impersonating the DARPA chief, and gives Snake the misinformation that he doesn't look like one of the terrorists, even though he clearly looks exactly like Liquid. I'm just saying. That was one of those things that is a hint that comes up later. Decoy Octopus dies. Ocelot loses his arm. Revolver Ocelot. Sniper Wolf ends up dead. Vulcan Raven ends up dead. Psycho Mantis doesn't have a rematch fight. Dies the first time. We fight another Hind D, just like we do in Metal Gear on MSX. And yeah. Let me see. So, in truth, leading into this game, Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. Oh man. We do have 2 hanging threads of story that you might expect to get resolved, and we'll see. One of which was Ocelot was a double agent the whole time inside of Metal Gear Solid's events. So whatever he was doing, he was trying to undermine Liquid Snake, who was trying to get the Metal Gear, who was trying to get the remains of Big Boss, and everything that, like, the father that he hated and this, that, and the other, all this stuff. Okay, but Ocelot is alive. He lives through the game. He was being a double agent, and at the end of the game, you hear him talking to the president, we presume, of the United States, who is apparently also one of the sons of Big Boss, who goes by the name of Solidus, which is a lot to drop on you at the end of the game there, and also a throwaway name to the people who had been funding the adventure of Twin Snakes, giving the hindy and otherwise, was a GRU officer by the name of Gurlukovich, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, when you beat Metal Gear Solid, or the Twin Snakes, you get an unlockable cheating device that you can use in subsequent playthroughs, depending on which character that you end the game with. Now, halfway through the game, right before we were to switch discs, which you may recall, during the torture scene with Revolver Ocelot, Snake has the capacity to basically survive the torture and submit, or just survive the torture and get through the whole thing. We took the option that had us resist the entire time. Meryl doesn't die in the course of the story that we are aware of, and we escape with her while Ocelot is left in the base, like I said a few minutes ago. But alternatively, what could have happened was that, basically giving up, we would have escaped the base with wait, did I say Ocelot? I meant Otacon. We would have escaped the base with Otacon if we had given up, and then Meryl, I believe, would have contacted us at the last moment, and she would have done whatever she could to basically do something in the base. I forget exactly how that ending goes, but the point being, you can escape with the Jeep at the end of the game with either Otacon or Meryl, and we did it with Meryl, and as a result of doing it with Meryl, we got a bandana. That bandana, if you play through the game again, if you're wearing it as your item, gives you infinite ammo, which is honestly kind of useless, because you don't really run out of ammo in these games. But it's still a thing. It's a little bit longer of a bandana, especially in the Twin Snakes, and it gives you infinite ammo. If you beat the game and save Ocelot at the ending sequence instead, you get Camouflage, which is really good, that basically more or less makes you invisible to all of the non-boss enemies. And I don't remember if it affects the bosses in Twin Snakes, but spoilers, I don't believe it affects the bosses at all in Sons of Liberty. And they still hear your footsteps, you can still bump into them, and doing anything like shooting a gun or whatnot breaks your camo, and they can figure out where you are. But it's really cool. I mention that because you might believe a certain ending has happened, depending on you might believe a certain ending happened in Solid Snake, depending on how this game starts. Okay, so now you're caught up on the story stuff. So we did the voting, and we did all the other things. I'm going to load an existing, because you have to do that if you're going to keep your dog tags, which means I'm going to lose all the progress from my extreme, which, as you can see on here, isn't done. The opening portion of this game looks to be about an hour and a half on the other difficulty levels. Let's call it an hour and a half to 2 hours. This is just the opening segment. I can only load a completed save to start a new save file to keep track of the dog tags, so any dog tags I got on Extreme at this beginning part of the game will be lost. But we are going to be playing on normal, and hopefully, I don't know if the letterbox settings and everything kept. We're going to be doing all this again. So yeah, I don't know what else to say to you guys on YouTube. We are starting the game. We are starting on Radar Type 1. Unless Carl tells me otherwise right now, the audio is playing for you guys, so we're going to be going through the opening cutscene. And, yeah, for everybody who watched it like 45 minutes ago without the sound, here it is again. My bad.
The Hudson River, 2 years ago. We had classified intelligence that a new type of Metal Gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank, but our noses have been out in the cold too long.
But seriously, chat, if anything goes wrong with the audio or visual or anything, or it looks like my video's in a weird place, please let me know. I want to make sure this stuff looks good for you guys. Okay? For real. I didn't expect there to be this much headache. But if my mom happens to be watching later, this is why I like coming home an entire day early to have an entire day to set up so that I can avoid all the shenanigans I just went through for the past hour and a half. Oh, man. So, Hudson River. Once again, we're in New York. I mean, not once again we're in New York. Once again, we're in America. Thought maybe I didn't hit record for a second. The hell? Okay, my Elgato cut out for me, but luckily didn't cut out for you guys. So this is Snake using the camouflage he got from Otacon in Metal Gear Solid. And a bungee cable I didn't see him attach. Rumble. Hopefully you guys can't hear them, but I'm still having technical issues.
Boy, he's right on schedule.
Hey, it's Revolver Ocelot. He's...
He'll know soon enough.
Oh, wait. Title drop.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going okay?
Stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed.
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her again about that new Natick flashware.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? Look, give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to work. You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
The mission objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Don't worry, I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but still fringe, Otacon.
Okay.
All right, let's look at your gear. Your weapon is a tranquilizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting limbs, chest, or head.
Lights are important.
As for the equipment... Hey, Snake? Cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you? Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
They don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
Sure, and if it comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please, I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from the riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see
Makes
the
sense.
entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters. The chopper. What?
So much for that upstanding Marine.
Looks like we're not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry. What's their game? Hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon, how many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
AKS-74U.
Oh, hello.
Russians?
You sure?
No Marine barber touched that head of hair. I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
Looks like the tanker's theirs now. KA-60 Kasatka.
Kasatka? Kamov chopper, right? Killer whale.
We need to get a fix on who they are.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the KA-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right. I'll do
my
my
best.
best.
This isn't like Shadow Moses. Reach me if anything happens. The frequency's 141.12.
How can I check in and save my progress?
I'll do it. There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96. Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time. Call me on the codec when you want to save.
Got it.
I'll be waiting just past the Verrazano Bridge. You need to be off that ship by then.
I'll be in touch.
Okay, so start button pauses. Select brings up the codec. Okay, we're gonna save really quick because I am personally having audio issues that hopefully you guys can't hear.
You want to save, Snake?
Which is to say, I am getting mono. I'm only hearing audio in my right ear.
Snake, you of course know the saying, one for all for one?
What is this all of a sudden?
Oh, I figured you'd need a lot of motivation, so I came prepared. It's from the Three Musketeers. The book, not the candy bar. Anyway, it means that if you go up against everyone by yourself, they'll gang up on you too, I think. Since you're on your own on that ship, you need to take this to heart and avoid confrontations. How was that? Just like the old days, huh?
Almost reminds me of Mei Ling. But you sure you got it right?
Of course. And I'll teach you a lot more of these. You can count on it.
Great.
Thanks, Telecon. Alright, hold on everybody. I'm gonna try and see if I can... I think it might be something actually with the receiver for the headphones. So I'm gonna poke around with cables for just a quick second. Well, I don't seem to have done anything, but let's look. Yes, I believe I am now hearing rain in my whole head. So that's good. I guess that's good. We'll go with that's good. Alright. Alright, the votes were overall for, well, it was even between normal and easy, and I have chosen normal. God, that light. I want to be lit so you guys can see me on screen, but this is not helping my headache. Let's see here. I was gonna say some things. What was I thinking? Okay, so it's a marine op. So what's happened is Metal Gear basically got leaked onto the internet, as things do, and a bunch of countries have decided to make Metal Gears. The American government has once again decided to make its own Metal Gear, an amphibious model under the jurisdiction of the Marine Corps, that is apparently an anti-Metal Gear Metal Gear. Because now that we've escalated to having Metal Gears being a thing that the world has access to, obviously the American solution is to have a Metal Gear that can take on other Metal Gears. Obviously. So, it's an amphibious model, which is interesting, and the ship is sitting low in the water, which means it's full of cargo, and it shouldn't be at this point, and therefore the Metal Gear is... I mean, if you're going to fit a Metal Gear in a ship, it's probably going to be in the cargo bay anyway. First-person camera still on that button. Menus are still over there. AP sensor? Sensor detecting life forms vibrates on enemy approach. Other vibrations will be off when the sensor is activated. Interesting. Wait, what? I unlocked both the bandana and the... Okay, well I don't need it, but it looks good on me. the super long... Can I? Oh, hold on, Okay, hold on, wait. I don't have PlayStation 2 controls. 1 second. So, tap to kneel down. Hold to go immediately prone. How do I let go of... I can't tell what the difference is. Hold on. Is it holding it for too long that's the problem? How is the game able to tell I'm slowly letting go of the button if the buttons on the PS3 are not analog on the face? Are they? It's kind of doing it. Okay, so what's supposed to be happening is, as I slowly let go of the button, I lower the gun without firing it. But if I let go quickly, I fire it. Are these face buttons analog? Huh, I guess it's a good thing I'm playing with the PlayStation 3 controller. Excuse me, sir. We're having some Metal Gear over here, so excuse me. Right in the face. Don't tase me, bro. Yoink? Oh, that was enough to trank people for the trophy. Neat. Let's get a call. Let's get a call. Okay.
Snake, go through that door into the ship's interior. Push the action button down in front of the door and wait until the door opens before letting go. If you need to open the door faster, hit the action button repeatedly while you turn the handle. Make sure you keep doing it until the door is open.
Alrighty. I think that's triangle in this game. Can't just turn that button mashing off. Deck A, Cruise Quarters Port. So I am currently trying to go to the bridge to find out where the ship is going, if I remember what Otacon said correctly. Look at that long-ass bandana. I love it. Please note the, puddle on the floor, which is leaving footprints. Is there a guy? There's a guy right there. Nice reflections. Oh, ration! Oh, lady. Hello, nice lady. That guard is just patrolling outside. Is that Borat? Nope, wrong button. Exclamation mark. Tranked him in the head. We're gonna see if I can remember my way up. Hmm? Yeah, I love this excessive bandana. Okay, so as Snake was just showing, you can press against the wall, if I can analog stick it at all. Jeez. Ahem. And you can do this motion with the camera like you can in Twin Snakes. Now obviously, if I trank one guard, the other guard's gonna see it, and they're in a much closer proximity here than they are in the Metal Gear Solid. Wait, where did this guy's indicator go? Oh, he's walking like long ways. Hey, there's like a high-def television on the wall. It's playing something. I haven't noticed. I don't remember if that was playing anything in the original. I am continually pressing the wrong button to fire. Please walk away, fool. Thank you very much. Now watch this. That guard has noticed the glass on the window, and the radar is letting me know that he saw it. And he came over to look at it, and then I tranked him. That's the kind of shit that needs to be in future games. I don't even know if that really comes up in other Metal Gears. Carl says, I'm going to be going quiet about 5-ish minutes. Work call shouldn't be too long. I did a bunch of work this early to keep it short. Okay, cool. You shouldn't miss much. You might come back at the beginning of the first boss fight, because there is basically a tutorial boss fight. But otherwise, I hope that you can enjoy what you can through the wonders of technology, Carl, and I will see you in the future. Or at least I'll see your words in the future, because, I mean, you'll be there the whole time. Does this game have a map? No, wait, this game doesn't even have a map. Is Twin Snakes the only game that has a map until 3? I think 3 has a map. Let's see here. Look at me with my 118 dog tags. That is 100% of just this ship in very easy, normal, and hard. It doesn't include my expert because it doesn't log everything into a save file that you can do anything with until you finish the mode you're playing, which is really unfortunate. So if, say for example, you're playing through an extreme and you get to the very end of the game and you accidentally let go of the button too fast and blow a guard's brains out, who's the last guard that you need to get a dog tag for in the entire game, not that that ever happened to me before, you would have to play the entire section again, the entire thing again, on extreme, just to get that one guard's dog tag, so that you could count it. Because it won't count fully for you to be able to progress forward and have collectibles and stuff until you save after the credits. Okay, I'm lying. That's totally happened to me before. That's one of the 3 dog tags I missed way back in the day. I think the other way is busted. Deck B, crew quarters, starboard. I think if I go down, there's like a ration. Oh, hi. Guards purposely have a bit of a delay when they think they've noticed you, to give you enough time to shoot them in the head. If you've played Metal Gear Solid 5, it's more or less the amount of time it takes for you to have the little ooh mode to like try and aim at a dude and hit him in the head. That's more or less the same amount of time, it's just you don't get the slowdown. Oh, there's the ration. I thought I remembered that. Hiding over there in the darkness. Oh, wait, that's not where I need to worry about it. Okay, so... So check this out. You can see that the guard there is because of the shadow. I don't think I'm going to do it for you right now, but you can actually have that guard notice you around the corner because the light is behind you. Because the light is behind you. And because the light is behind you, it makes a shadow where that guard can see. And because of that, the guard sees your shadow. Which again, not totally convinced that seeing your shadow is a thing that crops up in later Metal Gears. There's a lot of stuff they really spent a lot of time on here in Metal Gear Solid 2 that basically Konami and game design both together basically acted like it was a waste. Oh look, this camera doesn't move back and forth on normal. I forgot about that. It just looks that direction. Can I actually hit you with this bullet and do anything? No. Well, I don't have any other guns, so... Do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do. Chaff. Oh, another ration. Game is kind of teaching you about like kneeling down and getting around the floor and stuff like that. Not that things are necessarily really hidden there in this point, but It's giving you the opportunity to go, hey, wait. Oh, hi. Oh, okay. You have time to see this guy on the radar, and he walks past you, gets your attention. I think he's gonna walk back in a second. But I'm doing this to, like, hopefully give you a quick demonstration. I forget, okay, he might not walk back in a second. Do you have something to say? Did I miss it? Yeah, I did. Man, there's a load here.
Snake, wait! Don't move!
I see it. Some kind of device on both sides of the hall. Infrared sensors?
Right, and they're linked to...
Let me guess. Semtex.
Exactly. Plastic explosives. If you trip the sensors...
I'll be sleeping with the fishes, along with this entire ship.
Seems like bad
That
design.
sounds about right. There aren't that many infrared beams. Maybe you can get past those without setting off the explosives. If you need to see exactly where the beams are, you can use the usual method. There's a fire extinguisher over there. Break it open and try scattering some of the extinguishing chemicals.
The usual method, huh? I think that guard over there is moving finally. Okay, so... I go in here and this guard shows up. I have a cardboard box. This guard would be a guard that you would miss if you're trying to get all the dog tags. I know people voted on me getting the dog tags, but I already have all the dog tags and you don't get them again. And there's no... You don't get additional credit for picking up dog tags you've already picked up. So this guy spawns because you come in here and you pick up the cardboard box. So you can put on the cardboard box and he can take a nap. Gonna doze off, dude? He's looking around, making sure nobody's looking at him zonking. He's actually can be kind of difficult as far as like getting a hold of him to like put him out.
Freeze.
I already have his dog tag. But I don't want him to be a problem. I forget if you... Is it the regular camera? Okay, I'll try and show it off in a different guy. Right now, that guy is sweeping. Yeah, see all that plastic explosive? Let me see where this... So you can crawl under that, as you can clearly see. Or, also, alternatively, you could have smoked the cigarette. Wrong button. Yeah, my shooting... Okay, can I hit that? I don't have a real gun yet. When I have a real gun, I'm pretty sure I can pop that, and the explosive will go away. But let me see if I can show you this thing. While this guy is not looking at the doorway. If I use the camera, and I look at this guy... Shit, he saw me.
What's that?
That guy ran over and kicked his buddy for sleeping on the job. Whoops. Well, at least you got to see that. Okay, that guy can see further than his cone vision. That's what I was testing right there. Alright, you know what? I'll find another guard to show it off to you later. But basically, what's supposed to happen is, if you look at a guard whose dog tag you have with the camera, it will tell you the name on the dog tag. The name of the dog tag were winners of, like, some polling thing and some contest. Everybody's name and birth date and everything like that is an actual real person in real life whose name are on the dog tags of the characters in the game, which are different for every unique guard on all 5 difficulty levels in all locations of the game. And actually, if you hover over them when it's your birthday, when it's their birthday based on the system clock, it'll say happy birthday in addition to their name. Easter egg.
So it is the Kasaka. Russian choppers.
Even more guys. Alright, where are we going, Snake?
Snake, did you find out where that ship is headed?
No, I'm looking at it. 35 degrees longitude, latitude around 58.
More than 500 miles off the coast of the Bermudas, out in the middle of the Atlantic. So the prototype is ready for solo testing. It's basically combat-worthy. That area is outside the Second Fleet's operational range, too. It must be a standalone Marine Corps project, which means this prototype Metal Gear must be designed for independent deployment, without any naval assistance. Anyway, analysis can wait till later. Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal...
Hold on, 1 second. Alrighty then. That man is dead, and I didn't kill him. Get USP first. Do I have a USP? I don't think I have a USP. Forget where I could have maybe picked one up. Hold on. Let's get some save on.
Time to save?
Wait. This one. They're not super clear. 10-8. Yes, 10-8. Overwrite 10-8.
Okay. There's a saying that goes, even a bird on high dies a glutton's death, as do the fish of the deeps. The lesson is, don't be greedy. The fish that belonged to a family called the Deeps died from overfeeding, and so did a bird that got high on something, probably fermented fruit.
Okay, if you say so.
I do, Snake. Don't take unnecessary risks just because you're greedy for more items. Remember the Deep family's fish.
Sure, Otacon. Sure. No, do it harder. What?
Snake, that door is probably busted. Try the other ones.
Man, I'm gonna keep trying this door. Wait, is that not the door that breaks? Oh well. I tried. Try the other one. Oh, I don't have my bandana on.
Shalashashka has landed. I'm on my way to the tanker holds. Report your status.
Control room, communications and engine room are under control. All entry and exit points to the tanker hold secured. Infrared sensors placed and operational.
Good work. Are the explosives in place?
Yes, they are all planted.
Listen, once we have what we came for, the tanker will be scuttled.
And the vehicle's pilot.
He's the only one who underwent the VR training. No one else can do it.
Are you sure you can trust him?
Your part in the mission is complete. You are to leave at once.
No, it's not over yet.
I can see the moon, even in this storm, pale as death. I have a bad feeling about this mission. You swore this to me, that you would leave the unit once the mission was complete. Do not worry, this is a country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go. Father, I want to stay and fight.
There is no choice to make here, Olga. Need I remind you that you are carrying my grandchild?
Dramas.
You will be on the helicopter out of here now.
Damn it.
Come on, come on. Hi.
Freeze! Hands over your head, now!
What? A
Toss
bus?
your gun overboard. Slowly.
That's not animal based.
A woman. Show your face.
You men, you're all the same.
Who are you?
Olga Gerlukovich.
We are nomads, wanderers.
I said don't move.
Americans, so you shoot women too.
I'm a nomad too. What else do you have there? Take the knife and toss it. Not there. Toss it overboard. Hold that position. Now, turn around.
You know what you're doing. It stopped raining. Not too shabby, is it? New York, I mean.
He's dodged sniper rifle bullets, lady. Seriously. Ding.
And that brings our tour to its conclusion.
Scout knife with a surprise. You a Spetsnaz?
I think you deserve a little credit. No one's ever dodged that shot of mine. But no one gets lucky twice either.
Okay. Really quickly. Wow, that muted all the music. Ahem. Really quickly. Shalashashka is who they're trying to meet up with, who's down in the tanker looking for Metal Gear. Shalashashka, that we learned from Metal Gear Solid, is another name for Revolver Ocelot, in case you didn't pick that up. Another thing, I don't remember if it was said in the earlier cutscene, but right there, that's Olga Gerlukovich. Gerlukovich, why are you making noises? You're muted. Oh, it's past 7 o'clock, so you're not muted anymore. Yes, Mom, I'll get to that later. Alright, anyway. Ahem, as I was saying. Okay. Olga Gerlukovich. Gerlukovich was who we got the helicopter and everything from, the military equipment that Foxhound got a lot of their stuff from when they were trying to do the uprising in Metal Gear Solid. And so, by extension, you can take that to mean that he is the guy with the haircut wearing the hat, and this is his daughter, Olga, all based on that conversation. So, everybody who says that Hideo Kojima writes like confusing plots, I would say occasionally clunky, but not really confusing if you're picking up all the pieces. It's kind of like, I guess my best example at this point would be Star Trek Lower Decks, which is, it's all there, it's just fast. Okay, so she thinks I'm over there. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons, or at least most of the wrong
I've
buttons.
been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit is my life, my family. We've shared everything, all the bad and all the good. I have nothing except the unit. Nothing else matters.
Damn iframes!
Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
She should still think that I'm over there. She actually keeps track of you and reacts based upon that. Alright, now she's made the tarp go in front so you can't see anymore. Which is actually pretty cool as a boss fight goes. I believe if I hit this, I make it fly off so she no longer has any cover like that. But then she shoots the light to where she thinks I am, so it'll blind me when I try and look at her. Really cool boss fight, and this is the opening boss fight. That gives you an idea of what you're going to be dealing with later. Oh, she shot me through there. Red indicator says that she knows where I am currently. Reload, reload. Oops, wrong button. Thank you very much. Oh wait, hold on. Shut out the light, which you can do with the trank gun on normal difficulty. I don't believe you can do that on hard, though. I don't believe the trank rifle has enough oomph to actually break that glass on hard, or maybe it's extreme, but I'm pretty sure one of them you can. Head trank. What the heck? Why am I getting trophies I should already have? Are my trophies not synced? What the heck?
Cypher.
Cypher!
Otacon. The ship appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I know who they are.
You do?
We've ID'd the old man,
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the Cypher.
A Marine Cypher T?
No, Army.
First the Marines, then the Russians, now the Army?
You're right. This isn't gonna be simple.
Snake, there's something I have to tell you.
What?
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous? You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So?
The sender of the tip was EE.
EE?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her EE.
Emma? Emmerich?
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know? I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap to lure us out here?
I don't know. After I got the tip, I did break into the Pentagon system to get confirmation.
Okay.
Watch your back, Snake. Maybe I screwed up.
I've got a light-equipped USP. I can take them on now. There's no ammo, but it takes a 9mm, just like the Marines' M9. I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
Oh, that's right, because it doesn't have a suppressor to start with. But I also don't need it. Okay, so... That's not what I meant, Snake. Oh wait, hold on, it's... Is it action button with the weapon away? Yeah. No, it's weapon button with the weapon away. What you'd be able to do right here is you could wake her, or not wake her up, but you can do this with guards that you've tranked to, like, get items off of them. Yeah, I got some bullets off of her. But, if I didn't have her dog tags yet, it would have been one of the first things that dropped because I've tranked her out. Oh, on that note, I apologize, everybody. Hold on one second. I actually, unfortunately, have to check and make sure that the trophies are synced properly, because what I shouldn't be getting the trophy for tranking Olga that I already have. Sync with server? Why can't you sync with server? Did PlayStation 3 get an update? What's going on? System update. No, I don't want to quit the game. You know what? Alright, fine. I'll just check it later. I think it's just because it didn't properly connect to the internet or something. Alright. I don't remember if there's... Okay. We're gonna check up the mask real quick. USP suppressor, that's good. I believe New York is repeating. I think it's possible that the Skyline had, and thermal goggles. I believe that the Skyline had, the Twin Towers in it, and then on the re-release in HD they took them out. I don't remember, but obviously at this point in the series, there would have been no 9/11, because that just would not have happened. This is a different universe, starting at least as early as the existence of the legendary Big Boss. Hi, guy. Wow, dude. What? Stop being so squirrely. That drink will take effect eventually. Oh, there it goes. Like I said, I've already gotten all the dog tags on this difficulty, but I don't have a wet cardboard box. Can I break that light too? Yep, environmental stuff. Pretty good. Oh, that's right. This guy just fixed this door on the other side of the bridge, I think. Yep. don't really need to kill people, but we'll have it open as an option later. Oh, having said that, okay. Even though I don't intend to be killing anybody, it's still gonna be good to bust cameras. So now we're going down to the hold to find Metal Gear. These guys have moved to the other sides of the hallway from... Wait, hold on. Is that guy coming over here? I don't think he is. So if I bust this, that should take out the grid. The holds are obviously down in the basement, so I must be going down. We're moving on, moving on. If I trank this guy where the camera can see him, the camera will take note of it. Unless I take the camera out, unless I take the guy out over there. Being able to just click button to put away your weapon is really good when you need to, like, drop dudes to see if they have items. Like a ration. Am I healed, by the way? I am. But I could hold one more ration. Eventually, if you drop them enough time, they will begin to lose Z's. Which means you're waking them up, obviously. Shh. I think I need to go back to the main room and then down. Not sure entirely how I missed that guy, but... So, we're talking, like, shenanigans, right? Like, the amount of interactivity that you have includes a very silly amount of things. The bottles interact with each other. The ice cubes here, if you shoot them and they end up, like, on the floor, they will melt. Given a couple of minutes. Which is crazy. That's crazy, I'm telling you. Oh, what's that? More bullets. I believe I can bust the TV. Look how it bleeds outward, like you've busted an LED. Like... Magazines, same deal. Like, that was pretty madness for its time, and it's still pretty madness now. Oh, and of course... you can break all of the glass. Yeah, no, it's... no. There is something to be said about all this shenanigans. Alright, that guy is downstairs. I believe he is exactly where I'm trying to go. But I believe he is also... sleeping? Yeah. Let's make sure he's permanently sleeping. Well, not permanently sleeping. Oh, hey, that reminds me. Which way did this guy fall over? Okay, so check this out. Some of the guards in the game will call for reinforcements. Oh wait, I don't actually see. You can, in this game, as you could in Twin Snakes because of this game, you can shoot out people's radios. Which will make it so that even though they are active, they can't call for reinforcements if they see you, and they can't report in. Beep beep. Alright, kind of forgot my direction. What do you got, Otacon?
What you're wielding right now is a converted Beretta M92F, designed to fire tranquilizer rounds. A direct hit will knock the target unconscious. Think of those rounds as tiny syringes. The impact of the round causes the mixing of two chemicals in the shell. The resulting gas compresses a tiny piston and injects the tranquilizer in the bullet's tip into the target's skin. The tranquilizer's effects are felt at different times depending on where the bullet lands. A head or a heart shot will take effect immediately, but a round that hits somewhere like feet or hands will take a while. Use the first-person view attack for maximum accuracy. The gun is fitted with a suppressor, so there's no need to worry about alerting the enemy with the noise. But since it is a tranquilizer gun, the M9 has its limitations. All it can do is knock the enemy unconscious. Keep that in mind.
Noted, but also not what I was looking for. You got anything else for me?
Snake, metal gear is in the holds below the tanker's deck. Go down.
Man, I just tried to go down. Well, maybe I'll try and go down on the other side then. Should be mirrored on either side, right? All the glass is on the floor. I think it would make crunchy noise? Yeah, it makes crunchy noise when you walk over it. So if you're trying to sneak up on somebody, it would just be like if you left a glass bottle on a doorknob, and it fell off and broke, and that's how you knew people were coming. Like, same basic principle. Stun grenade! Engine room, starboard. That sounds right. That seems like lower. Guys, does that look like the shadow of Vulcan Raven to you?
Raven?
I mean, that's a cute collectible, but why? Look at the little pellets. These little high-definition pellets that are ending up on the floor. Or they're not high-definition. Actually, I think they're just sprites. How do I look at them? Shut up, dude! Oh, my bad. I didn't realize this was Occupado. USP bullets. Eye wire. Weird. Can't get it. I suspect that dude's gonna hear Raven. Raven. Shut up, my man. He just jumps into another position. Alright. Camera. Camera. Actually, I think if I shoot that guy, he falls over the edge. Well, I have his dog tag already. And nobody said I didn't need to kill people. Okay, cool. Shooting him in the butt was fine. There's a guy way over there. Let me know if the engine room is too loud, stream. It might be a little bit. Is that a guy or a camera? That is a guy. I believe that is a camera. Nope, that is a guy. Excuse me. Alright, I didn't need to do that. Sorry. Oh, whoops. Which button is get down? That button is get down. Pretty sure this grate makes noise. We're being super stealthy right now, not doing anything in particular that's weird or anything. Last ration. That guard narrows his vision to see further across the hall. If you actually look and see what he's trying to look at, he has, how to say? Oh wait, hold on, I need digital camera. Where is it? There. No, not that. No. Leave me be. I have already forgotten the controls. Zoom in with circle, zoom out with... Well, that's what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. He's got a girly photo on the wall that he is periodically pulling out his binoculars and looking at. Because that's how desperate all the men in this universe are.
There's somebody there.
Silence is golden. I'm getting all these achievements I should already have, so, I'm gonna have to fix that at some point. Excuse me, sir.
Repair of the entranceway to the engine room on the port side is complete. We'll return to position following patrol of the small room on the port side.
Okay, so that guard just fixed the door that I first tried to enter, where the one guard was, like, sleeping at the bottom of the stairs. That door is busted. He just repaired it. So now, if I want, I have another way to get back up in case I feel like I've missed anything. He said he was going to patrol this room, so I got in a locker, which you can do in this game, and I really, really, really wish you could do in game number 5. Or rather, Metal Gear Solid 5. I'm gonna let him go by. You do need his dog tag, though, if you're going for dog tags. So you would have to actually have found an appropriate way to... Okay, yeah, he left. Okay. Now, I believe, if you have the thermal goggles, you can look ahead and see... That's what I was missing in Twin Snakes. You can see all these beams. Oh, you get the emergency call.
Snake, there's another set of infrared sensors in place.
Yep.
If you touch that, the explosives will detonate and that ship will be pulverized.
I'm not in the mood to go sleep with the fishes, but there are too many sensors. Looks like I'll have to find another way.
No need to worry. There's a way through.
Check this out.
Take a close look. Do you see the thing with blinking green lights right next to the explosives? That's the control unit for the sensors. Destroy that, and the sensors stop functioning. You can't get in close enough to touch it, so you'll have to shoot it out.
There's another good
But
reason
the
to have the
M9's
USB.
knockout rounds won't work. The USP you picked up should do the trick. Use that gun.
Remember, this is all a tutorial. We're just all in the tutorial now. Alright, where my green lights at? Explosive, explosive. Well, there's a green light. I think that's the second one, but not the first one. These are all in slightly different positions, based on your difficulty, if I remember correctly. Some are easier and harder to hit because of it. Oh wait, is this the one I have to get up on this thing? Yes. Thanks, normal. Alright, first one is down. Second one is down. Which is pretty cool. I like it. I think that's it. I think that's it. Hiding slightly behind the thing. You can tell they're all off. Deck 2 port. Before that begins making further noises.
Arizona Bridge
Nope, too late.
checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Alright. So we're here, walking up this hallway. We're gonna give a brief save because we are a video game player.
Oh, you need to save? Just a second.
But man, there is a weird amount of delay for the codecs in this game.
Another Chinese proverb. Those who look to the heavens prosper. Those who defy it are no more. Do you know this one? The meaning here is... hold on a sec. that you can only survive as long as you're a part of the natural order of things. You remember pre-ripped jeans? Manufacturers thought that just because people loved old, broken-in jeans, they would want to buy new jeans that looked old. So they purposefully...
What do jeans have to do with nature and order?
Denim should fray and rip on its own, naturally, right? Some designers tried to go against that and no one bought them. The earnings report from that fiscal year is enough of a proof.
Earnings?
Thanks, Otacon. Arizona Bridge checkpoint passed. Looks like there's a dead man there. Or at least unhappy. What? There's a light on the end of my trank gun? I actually meant to do this. Excuse me, sir. Let's put you out of the way. You're getting flies and stuff. Nobody wants that. I bet say, for all I know, you have a card key or something. So. Do 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 do. Wait, I think I see a guy. I do see a guy. He's still walking this way. That was an accident.
Got the enemy requesting that.
Whoops! That's what happens when you let go of the wrong gun, everybody. Nice music, though. You'd have heard it in a moment anyway if I hadn't screwed up. I don't know why I'm still on radar, not in, like, caution or something. So how's everybody doing? I assume Carl's meeting went longer than he thought. I'm beginning to think that doesn't go away. Why am I... What? I don't remember being stuck in alert like this, but... I guess normal mode, right? Oh, that guy's aware of me. Ow, shit. That's a Granada! You didn't kill your friend, but I think you fell over. You gotta kill your friend at some point, dude. Alright, well, alert happened. Now I'm in evasion. Bullet casings on the ground. Whoops! These things happen. Rust, what are you gonna do? Is that a red dot? That's a ration. I don't really need ammo because I have all the ammo in the universe. This is a cutscene.
Colonel, we have sealed the stern hatch. The lift is also under our control. Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already. All communications to the halls have been severed. No one is aware of our presence. Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter, keep her safe.
Yes, sir.
She don't need your help. Also, she's unconscious on the bridge. She's fine. You literally could not have killed Olga. You don't have a bulleted gun at that point. I think if you get a USP and go back out there... Auto alert! At least the auto alert comes from a cutscene. I will say that. Lights don't really make it much of a difference, dude. You have red eye beams. Anybody else want some? Yes. They even blip out of existence because, you know, they're not real guards. I wouldn't have had to get any of those guys as dog tags. They were alert guards. Auto alert guards.
Who goes there? Oh, Shalashaska.
Yep. Shalashaska.
Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the...
Hey, wait a second. Does Ocelot have 2 arms? Maybe one of them's prosthetic.
The Colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
Because Ocelot lost his arm in Metal Gear Solid. Cyborg Ninja chopped it right off.
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected.
Thanks.
We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses.
The men down here are definitely Marines.
The current state of nuclear.
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
Remember,
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No, I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed.
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Okay, so the Marines below deck have no idea that the ship has been hijacked.
Okay, Snake. Let's go over this one more time. Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots. Metal Gear from the front right, and front left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking?
Hey Darky, what's up?
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal Gear. Just let someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
All right.
There's actually one little thing.
Just spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Who?
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into US military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way. And one more thing. The Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise, they'll spot you, okay?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right, we'll deal with the rest when we get there.
Stay low.
There's a lot of guys in this area, guys. There's a lot of guys. So many guys. How many guys? This is the first room. Hey, that guy's standing in his boxers.
Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear.
Remember, he has a daughter.
With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray.
The hell?
The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen.
Always
Always
keep
bear
in
that in
mind. No, I do not have the speech memorized. It is literally like 2 pages, like 8 paragraphs.
This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about
this
their
room,
nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance
The
spelled out
projector
by
periodically swaps to the other screen. And the guards turn to
The
look.
shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order. And we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire.
Nobody cares that that guy's asleep. Just nobody noticed. Just, it's fine.
It is a fact that
I forget if I need to go under the
policy are attempting to derail our
around
own
the
rail
backside.
project. But I promise you that they will not succeed.
I think I probably do.
I have a daughter. And it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that
Oh, also, in case you haven't noticed, don't put your head in front of the projector either.
Metal Gear Ray is amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater, move in undetected, and make its landing on any shoreline.
Alright, yeah, the boxes were in the way on the other side. Oh, I thought that was a live feed. Is it not?
You must be tense. Let's do a little stretching, shall we? Left.
Whoops. PlayStation 3 analog stick. It's got weird dead zones. I'm completely blaming the analog stick on that one. How you doing, Darky? You still there? Oh, I forgot there's a cutscene for if you fail right there. Sound like cops. The Marines don't just shoot you dead.
Snake, respond! Snake! Snake!
We can just say I did that for Darky, who wanted the snake yell. There we go. Am I back in the start of the first room? I don't remember.
This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray. The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order. And we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs.
8 minutes, 7 seconds.
Ours is not the only military project devoted
Look the other
to
way.
nuclear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation. It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project.
Alright, hold number 3.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration. The current state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result of that event.
We're about an hour in and already Metal Gear, everyone.
Metal Gear.
I have a daughter.
He has a daughter.
And it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future As a soldier, I know that is my duty.
Because that guy was asleep, he had no phone.
Let's do a
So
little
I
stretching,
really
shall we?
didn't see him. Camera time.
Left. Right. Front. Left.
Good.
Makes a little noise when you get it. I forget if I need to go up for this.
To move on,
No. To move on.
Metal Gear Ray is amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater, move in undetected, and make its landing on any shoreline. Its onboard Joint Tactical Information Distribution System identifies targets with unerring accuracy
Nope.
and takes them out with massive firepower. It is the
Damn it,
ultimate
Elgato.
weapon,
Let me see.
and it is yours to guard. I'd like you all to think about what that means.
Okay, that one's good.
Metal Gear is
Was it
codenamed Ray,
front,
after the great
front
Manta.
angled sides,
Our Ray has
followed
a sting
by
that nature never gave
straight
the
on.
Manta. With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea
okay, that
and
dude can't
land
see
as
me.
we never have before.
I don't know why.
George Sears surrendered his presidency in the aftermath of Shadow Moses.
Oh, the president
The
resigned.
official reason given did not, of course, include the development of Metal Gear Rex and next-generation nuclear
Freeze.
warheads. We have intelligence that there are anti-Metal Gear terrorists planning to target the ship.
You have what?
Intruder to the right! Intruder to the left!
Could you not?
Intruder to the right! Intruder in the back!
I don't think all these guys are supposed to be without their underwear. It's one of the things that can happen like every other playthrough, and you guys just happen to be lucky enough on my playthrough that happened.
actually happened, I expect you to be
Should that
prepared.
actually happen? I expect you to
We
be
cannot
prepared.
and will not give up Ray. Stay on your guard at all times.
I'm gonna go over here and press the action button. Loading MGX. Oh, hi, Carl. You're just in time for shenanigans. I have a terrible headache. Login Scott. Password incorrect. Password incorrect. Wednesday, August 8th, 10:26:01, TTY1. I'm gonna upload the pictures of Metal Gear. Ray. Sprite version 2.21. Sensibility, programmed, image, telegraph, none. What?
So, any codec moments from you, Snake?
Funny.
The first image is... This is great. The Marines lettering shows up really well.
Do I press button?
Next up is... Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag. The next image is... Okay, this works. It's a great front view. The next image is... You're a pretty good photographer. We can definitely use this left shot. Okay, now we have all the photos. Snake, the speech is about to wind up. Forget the photos and get out of there now.
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Ray. That is all. Dismissed.
Just in time for shenanigans. Here we go.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the...
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
Hey, dude. Metal Gear Solid flashback, not Twin Snakes, obviously. Spaghetti Cinema? Game, stop giving you trophies I should have already. Something weird's going on.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back.
Remember, Carl, this is anime.
Lukovich. Nobody move. Understood? This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly.
It's a big
We're
standoff.
almost at the target. Get a move on.
Metal Gear.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back.
Really, Ocelot? We're going for a triple cross. Alright.
Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo!
Yeah, man, probably
How's
what?
that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Lukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidas?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War. Metal Gear only has room for one! Lukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
shot up his own coat. Used it as a screen. Got them both.
Sergey, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitors! Stop!
Which arm did he lose? He lost an arm, didn't he?
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
Boom, baby. Obviously, you wouldn't normally want to sink a ship you're on. But if you're stealing an amphibious Metal Gear, maybe it doesn't matter. Oh, you guys all have Stormtrooper accuracy.
Ocelot!
Anime.
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Die program.
Get out of my mind, Liquid!
The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
You could be right, Carl, but I think it will be dumber than that? Sillier than that. Let's go with silly. It's sillier than that. Gas and liquid, gas and plasma snake. Because one of the things, if you're gonna have like a bunch of people dying and a whole bunch of blood and like dramatic yada yada, like if you don't want to oppress the player who's just there to enjoy a game, you just gotta infuse it with some silly. And the Metal Gear Solid series is actually pretty good about infusing the silly to keep levity. It takes some people out of it, don't get me wrong, but I like it. Plasma Snake sounds like more like a Mega Man baddie. See, that's something Captain Soja might say. I would say it sounds like more like a Mega Man X baddie because it's got an animal in it. Plasma Man, sure, Mega Man baddie, but Plasma Snake sounds more like X, I think. Oh, hi Cody, what's up? It's Metal Gear.
You don't have what it takes after all!
Says the guy who died. Whatever.
You're going down, Snake, with this tanker!
So regular poverty stuff. I hear you, Cody. I hope you had a better day than I'm having right now. I'm having a pretty atrocious day. I think I may be having a migraine. Right now it's just a really bad headache. What, grenade launcher? Oh no, it's Metal Gear. That means you can only attack it with one type of weapon ammo, right guys? You just don't have the right ones. You need more class. You don't have enough class. Keep it classy. Oh yeah, I don't think it's a migraine though. I think it's a really bad headache. I always get confused the two because I always forget how bad a migraine is because I have them so infrequently. But I think it wants to be a migraine, and I'm currently willing it not to be. But if this game gives me a prompt save after this sequence, I'm thinking of taking it and trying to go through the game more tomorrow.
We have a problem.
Laser gun! Well, I hear you, Cody. I've been having an exceedingly bad light sensitivity day. Like, this to light me up is making sure the headache stays around. That's for certain. But if I turn this off, you guys basically can't see me anymore, and I might as well just be running audio at that point. So, oh, I forgot Ray has a tail. I really like Ray's design. As a clunky, lumbering mech, I think I like Rex more, but I like Ray's design. I miss picking Zampo from work and stuff like that. Like, I slept... Oh.
Proceeding as planned, sir.
I love it. The flip. Okay. So we kind of saw Snake, but it kind of looked like maybe he got pulled back under.
Yes, at the location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful.
Okay, so is there
Forward
cipher?
to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Who's Mr. President? I believe it's Solidus. Yeah? I'm glad your eyeball's feeling better, Carl. And, prompt save. Alright, the real question is, do I try and... What do you guys think? Things are about to shift gears. That's basically the intro, the whole, like, hour and a half, 2 hour intro to the game, and also a tutorial segment, more or less, for the game. But if I save right here, and I call it quits until tomorrow, I can try and save myself the migraine, and also, it will be, like, it's basically a pretty good stopping point, I guess that's what I'll say. Let's hope it doesn't autoplay after I do this. Yeah, okay. Wait, I think it's gonna autoplay. Scientists had to make thousands of calculations to create the atomic bomb and to determine its effects. Computers and atomic bombs, both products of the World War II, grew up together. Okay, I didn't get to read that bottom part.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
It auto-started, so we're going with it, guys. At least for a little bit.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group, and they have the big shell under complete control.
So it's been 2 years. We've created this entire facility to try and clean up the oil tanker crash. Is the cover-up. Oh, keep in mind the animal names are for Foxhound, so if these guys are Dead Cell, a different group, they will likely not have animal names.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the Big Shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the Big Shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history.
You're right, Carl, that does sound like Campbell.
You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary. You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
Entering by water.
Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant's struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the Big Shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the big shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Alrighty. For you guys in the chat wanting to know about playing Among Us, I can always start a stream earlier than regular stream or later. I want to get back to doing bonus streams, especially for multiplayer stuff. So, I know, Cody and Kitten are kind of, like, busy more or less on the weekends. Can I take this off? No, I can't take this off. But I can be free pretty much any time that isn't regular stream time or D&D. Hey, Ration. Glad I came back here and looked. If you guys want to get a couple of matches in before I continue this game tomorrow, we could try for that. Oh, well, no, wait, hold on Friday. You guys are busy on Friday, right? Right. Well, normal stream starts at 2. I mean, we could always, like, delay that for the game, but, like, if you guys wanted to have a noon or 11 or something earlier, oh, wait, I have to actually not miss picking up Zamp this time. Zamp gets off work at 1. So, if you wanted to do something before whatever it was that would end before noon... Why is that guard just getting up? I didn't trank that guard. Thanks, camera. That's not disorienting at all.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gerlukovich man.
Gerlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
Camera is sus, you say, Carl? Would you also say that, Colonel is still sus? Is Colonel sus? You said he was sus previously. Thanks, camera. I can definitely not see around that corner. Alright, that's Punch. That was part of my bad day also. I missed picking Zamp up from work. I woke up like 3 hours after he got off. It was crap. Everything was crap today. Everything went wrong. Wait, hold on. What? Thought I was Snake. Oh, I'm sorry. Cody said camera was sus.
There's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not
No.
nerd. Node.
There's a nerd in front of the elevator.
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high. Should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
Oh, yeah.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node.
Man, you gotta press that action
The
button.
nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
That's true, Cody. That's true. Weird question for you guys watching on stream. Is my head bobbing around? I feel like I'm bobbing around. Oh man, they got little triangles. Press button. Or they got little stars, I should say. Little stars. Not perceptibly. Okay, because it feels like I'm doing this motion. Ow! Login successful, okay. You know what? On this occasion, for the recording. I'm not seeing the password was getting shocked to shit. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking the migraine is probably happening. So I have a particular moment coming up. Huh? Question mark year? Huh? All right. Well, 9-3. National UK. No. USA. There we go. Well, okay. Own view normal? What if I can change that at any node? Wait, back to the title screen. Can I use those nodes to leave the game? Oh, 2 stars, 1 star. I saw that.
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful. The Big Shell's layout map should now be available after touching the Start button.
How do I save the mission data?
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
Jack, is everything all right?
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident.
Eh?
Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files, she knows you better than anybody else.
Rose may be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or
Jack.
not.
Rose.
You need someone to watch your back. But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack. But that means,
what?
Colonel, that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission. And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request if I may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96. I just switched frequencies. Jack?
What?
Do you know what day it is tomorrow?
April 30th. Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well. I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
You mean Raiden? Stop dead naming him. Or whatever. I don't know what that amounts to. Stars, right. I'm supposed to be moving. Yoink! Wait, am I waiting on the elevator? Yes?
Raiden, the enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
Also, wasn't Snake's name David?
I'm under enemy fire! Secure the perimeter!
Uh-oh. I don't have a way to hide. Unless they don't just come this way. Well, that's my way out. I wonder what positions they go to when they drop out of caution. Let's find out. Alright, let's see what their positions are. Looks like it's dinner time, Cody. Alright, it was good having you. Oh, that guy left. Stream got fuzzy, gonna refresh. Alright. Cool, alright. Just in time for, I believe, the reveal? Question mark? Man, there is a seriously weird load before the codec messages start in this version. I don't know why.
The terrorists call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all.
Feels like
Stay
weird
extra
oversight.
sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
Check this place out.
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment. First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
I gotta get to the node. But first... Oh, what's that? Bandage. Okay. Oh, there is a map. Yeah. That's a big place, actually. Each one of those locations has floors and rooms. So it's kind of a big area. It is a big shell. Okay. So that's my pause screen now. Let's go to save. Eventually.
What's up, Jack?
I don't know why there's that lag delay. Normal 10.8. 7.4. 2027.4? That'd be July. I was playing this in July. I wasn't playing this in July. Oh, maybe my system clock was still wrong back then. 2019 7.4, I would believe. I don't think I was playing this maybe?
Jack, do you remember what day tomorrow is?
That again. I'm sorry, but I still don't have a clue.
That's okay.
What is it, Rose? Talk to me.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
How important?
Important enough? And we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Why not now?
Tomorrow seems more appropriate. I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission?
Dots.
Okay. I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
What is it?
It has to do with Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere, too. You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
Well, there you go. Alright. On that note, by the recommendation of the chat, I'm going to go ahead and apologize to everybody who is viewing who just tuned in. Yeah. I'm having trouble focusing. I have a really bad headache. I've had a bad headache since the stream, before the stream started. The hour and a half of technical support before the stream began didn't help. And it is kind of a stopping point here. So now we have discovered a new main character who had been going by the Foxhound name of Snake, but is now going by the call sign Raiden. And Colonel is back. Roy Campbell apparently is, but though he's talking a little, I don't know. I thought I was noticing some things. Colonel, as Carl previously pointed out, Colonel may be sus. Rose, who is our girlfriend, I guess, has been pulled on as an analyst at the last minute because somebody went missing, so that's something. And Raiden did the reveal. He is definitely not Snake, but Solid Snake may be the bad guy of this, so we may have had a completely heel turn, everybody. Might be an interesting scenario in which the previous good guy of the series has gone too far in one direction, though honestly, didn't they say like it was an oil tanker that crashed? But it was a Marine Corps vehicle, not an oil tanker. So what's the big shells? I don't know. It's a whole thing. In any event, I'm still trying to do my best to be a storyteller and not spoil the story as we go forward, but also put thoughts in your head as we go forward, because that's what I'm doing. But speaking of thoughts in my head, mine are all getting interrupted because of this terrible headache. So for everybody watching on YouTube, I thank you for watching. I'm going to go over here and click this button so that I'm actually in full screen talking to you, because otherwise, what's the point? I'm going to try and make all this look better by hopefully tomorrow a little bit, maybe get like an actual background going on. I hope that the stream, yoink, I hope that the stream came out okay. Carl is insisting that I go get some rest and feel better. Man, I hope I feel better soon, because I'm supposed to stream again tomorrow morning. Okay, so, and I gotta take Xamfin at like 6. I have no time to sleep is the problem. In any event, all of that being said, I hope you had a good time. We will continue this in a future video, so everybody watching on YouTube, I've been HunterMun. I don't know what the delay is, I'm pointing at the thing. Okay, I've been HunterMun. This has been Improvision Entertainment presents Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, and I will see you in the future.